We're gonna win the world, Jimmy.
Edwards. They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.
Oh, it's on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, baby.
What did we just watch? Wow. Timberwolves lose 114 to 113 after being up by 8 with like 40 or 50 seconds left. My goodness. Like the stream if you haven't already. Like the stream if that was devastating. Subscribe to the stream if you're crying right now. I think we're only 5 subscribers away from being at 2,600. Oh my gosh, guys. That was I barely even know what happened, guys, because we were up and I was like, okay, I got to start getting the stream ready, got to turn my computer on, get the tier list up and everything. And then, I mean, I saw it, but I'm just like, I was just so unprepared for something like that to happen. I just thought we had it in the bag. That is crazy. We have a lot to talk about. We have so much to talk about. I don't know if I feel like talking for a long time or a short time, but we're all here together. That's what matters. Catching up on comments first off. Crone, 5 gifted. Appreciate you. That helps us. That helps us do more giveaways. We're going to do a giveaway. If we can get to 50 likes, we'll do a giveaway on stream, okay? We got to get 50 likes on the stream. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. We are the Copecast. Well, see, Dystopia and Utopia, it is no longer early anymore. We are 15, 16 games in the season now. We are officially into the season. This is a problem. We watched everything I said in the Discord about Ant all happen in the first one game within minutes after I said it. Yeah, so Gerald, in case you weren't in the Discord, Gerald was very accurately pointing out that Ant, and I think this is where we'll start. Anthony Edwards received some criticism online from Jace, if you guys saw, but he was basically saying like, hey, no other MVP caliber players do this. So I don't know. It's like where he just disappears for games. Doesn't have like like if he has a bad game, it's not that he can't have a bad game. It's that you can't have consecutive bad games and not just right the ship. Soaring, welcome back, Soaring. Good to see you around. Oh my gosh, Joker, that was so disappointing. Yes, it was. So maddening. That's so crazy. I really thought we so much had in the bag. Oh my goodness. That was so bad. Ant needs a come to Jesus moment from someone on this team. Honestly, him letting go off the rope in the second after he senses success is very, very bad. It is. And this is something that's been an issue for a long time. Just, it has never gotten better. It's a problem. Hey, Daniel Berry. Keep it short. Snooty says, all your guys' names are showing up differently. I think YouTube did something funny. Thank you, Crone, for real. We still had another possession, but yeah, honestly, it's less the free throws. It's like, because you can free throws, whatever. The thing that screams to me at this game is we need a point guard. We've needed a point guard forever. We need somebody. This is exactly what I was talking about in the last stream. Sorry, I missed the last game, but the last stream that I was talking about, we are in desperate need of somebody in this exact situation. It's a 1 possession game. You need to bring the ball up cleanly. Ant barely did because he's not a point guard. I'm not even blaming Ant. This is just a team construction thing. We don't have somebody on the team other than Mike Conley, but even Mike, I mean, we just need more sure-handed ball handlers. We just don't. It's crazy. Sabrina. See, look at the names. They're all showing it. Everybody's got different names. This is weird. Dopecast. I'm drugging it. Minnesota Chris. This did feel like a Minnesota game. Oh my gosh, guys. And it was a cup game. For the cup. We got sold this game. I will say, Crone, you're not wrong. There was some BS with they should have called a delay a game at the end against them against the Suns. They didn't. Really bad. Just really bad. Oh my gosh, they are so undisciplined. It's disgusting. It is, Nicole. It is. This. I'd classify this. I mean, I know that Ant came out slow, and I'm going to blame a lot of this on him. I'm not going to say that he's the reason that we lost, because he's also the only reason that it was anywhere near to close. Well, him and Jaden, but the coaching at the end, it's like, I don't know. I don't even know how to formulate thoughts right now, because I'm still stuck on like the play where Julius gets the rebound and calls the timeout, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, yes. Just so bad. The turnovers were such clown time. But this is the Timberwolves at end of game, especially regular season, when they get pressured. It's just bad. Turnovers have killed us every season. Yes, they have. This clown Brooks played pretty amazing tonight, I will say. And he only had like a little bit of extracurricular stuff. I really do think that. But how do we get Cat mentioned, Dad to call Ant? I mean, really, we need somebody to be like a vet to Ant. I don't know. Kings of blowing leads up 7 with a minute to go. These are the games that haunt us. Yes, they are. BX rep. Oh my gosh, you guys. End stream now. No, I want to read this comment. I think this is Steven. I just recognized this the thumbnail or profile picture. Losing this game is just not acceptable. We need a new voice / coach. Blaming Ant is easy and deserved, but this year is a showcase of bad leadership and accountability. Our system sucks. Well, I mean, it's just, I have so many thoughts, guys. I don't know how to get this out, and I almost do just want to end stream, because this doesn't make any sense. They lose their 2 best players in Booker, who was really pretty terrible tonight, honestly. And also, side note, I'm going to take the small win here. Booker just gets so frazzled when Ant gets confident. It's insane. It like he literally crumbles on the court. At one point, he was like 4 of 18 or something like that. I don't even know. It was bad. What did he end up with? He was 4 of 18. Just crazy. But they lose Booker and they lose Brooks. And we have all of our best defenders, minus Jalen Clark, mind you. Finch, I don't know what's going on there. Why is he not out there? I don't know. That's crazy to me. But we still have a lot of good defenders out there. You know, Ant's out there, Jaden's out there, Rudy's out there. Even Julius tonight played some decent defense at times, I'd say. And we are letting them get a pretty clean shot at the end there too. That wasn't even that like well defended. I don't know. It's just, I don't usually care about this, but like, dude, talk about Julius. Well, yeah, Julius. So Julius ended up, where was he? 20 points, 5 rebounds. He was 6 of 13. I mean, I think I'm remembering his defense on Brooks at times, but Brooks also kind of went off. I don't know. I remember him playing physical. Maybe I just remember him playing physical, not good. So, Nicole, they thought they won the game. My brain's just frazzled right now, guys. I have no idea. Was it Dante? Did Dante get the one that I have to rewatch the play? And I'm not going to show it on stream because we'll get banned immediately. So well, look, Fadina, I think the vet thing, Ant just like very clearly did not care in the beginning of this game, did not care or could not find a rhythm, which is crazy because right off the rip, he hit that 3 and it was like an and one, but it was really Rudy and one kind of a situation. And I was like, okay, this is a good get right opportunity because he always feasts against the Suns. And for like the first, I mean, what did he have in the first quarter? In the first quarter, he had 7 points somehow. That seems impossible. But obviously, where it really came to fruition was the third quarter. But the first two quarters, this was just like lackadaisical, not engaged. We've said this all season, and at times I've been a little bit more forgiving of it because there's been times where he's letting his teammates like Jaden or Julius get hot, which I think is at at times a leadership quality and maybe still a leadership quality. But I think it's happening more times than not now where he is instead just deferring to people, and it's different. It's one thing to let your teammates go off, but you still have to be aggressive. You can't just like sit in the corner and do nothing. Oh man, we need Kyrie, but Kyrie's not coming back. And it sounds like they just announced that like he's not going to be traded or something. I mean, I don't know how real that is, but I feel like after this game, we all should just take a break from basketball because that was ridiculous. Honestly, no reason to talk about this. It's pretty crazy. And I mean, you can make that I make that argument every time I decide to stream. I'm like, I don't need to talk about this. But we do. We do every time. I think we just have to move to the tier list. I don't even know what else to say. It's just crazy. Can we send Finch down to Iowa for a week? Maybe. I think that's the play. He did not care in the first half. I don't care. I don't know what you're watching. If you're just blinded, and love Fadina, I love you, but I think you're just blinded by stats there. He did not look good in the first half. He was just aloof. He's missing defensive things constantly in the first half, which has really been a thing all season. He didn't defer to any damn thing, made passes to what he is. That's deferring. He's deferring and he has opportunities. He's just not taking them. He was not good in the first half. I'm sorry. I just totally disagree there. I think it looked really bad. But the third quarter and the fourth quarter, kind of. Obviously, the third quarter is where he just took over. And that's different. That's a different level of Ant. But we're getting very player specific. Let's see. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Where's Clark in the fourth quarter? I mean, honestly, there was up until like the last minute, it's like, why don't we just it's okay. We were surviving. We were playing with good offense, and it kind of made sense. But the last 50 seconds, it's like, I mean, once things get a little hairy, and especially the last play when you need defense, I just don't understand why Dante's out there. Yeah, I don't think Ant was like, I thought he was okay, but it's just hard to compare to that third quarter. The third quarter was crazy. But because it was the third quarter, Love Fadina, come on. There's nuance here. Just because he scored points in the first half doesn't mean that he was good. Hey guys, haven't got a game this season. Sorry, you're welcome. Wolves back though. Are they back? Did you watch the last 50 seconds? Ant needs to stop yapping and bitching. It's making us. Yeah, I do. I do wish he would stop arguing with calls and stuff like that. But also, he doesn't. I mean, he does not get as many calls this year. He has been a little bit better. So, anyways, all of that to say, we're getting very player specific. Let's just get into the tier list. I don't know what else to say. I'm too shell shocked. Boom. Oops. There we go. Oh my God. Crone with the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, Crone. You're crazy. How many times did we watch a superstar like Kobe or MJ use their defense to jumpstart their offense and work themselves into a rhythm by getting to the line? Yeah, I think this is why we need Ant fully engaged all the time. I am for him, and this is why I'm not saying that it's always a bad thing. I even said that. It's like, I understand getting your teammates involved early because maybe you're the higher quality player that can get yourself going at any instant. I don't fully believe that in Ant. I mean, of course, tonight it worked, but I don't think that he's at that level yet where it's like anytime he's like, I'm going to turn it on, I can turn it on. But I just don't know. I just think tonight the first half was a really bad. I'm like so far down on that first half. I really think he was like, a Wancho in the first half. But anyways, moving on. I appreciate the $10 super chat, Crone, as always. Appreciate it. But tier list time. Okay. I need everybody to participate in chat. I have to pull up the stats as well. So quickly, Phoenix's stats. Gillespie has 20 points. I wish I would have gone to a casino before that because I could have guaranteed you he would have scored 20. Mark Williams was annoying. He got way too many points tonight. Goodwin, he just had to play. He was actually okay at times too. Brooks played amazing. I thought Brooks was really good tonight, offensively and defensively. Booker was terrible. Royce O'Neal, forever, we just leave him way too wide open. He had 16 points. I feel like he's had similar plays like this where he's hit threes late against us. It just drives us crazy. Ryan Dunn almost had an insane poster dunk over Rudy Gobert. Luckily, he did not. Blocked by the rim / maybe partially Gobert. Okay. Anyways, tier list time for those of you that don't know. A1, unforgettably good game. If we would have won, I don't think Ant would have had an A1, but it would have been a conversation. I still think the first half was that bad that I personally could not consider that. But Juancho, unforgettably bad game. We've been discussing having a worse tier, and I don't know what that is yet, but it's the worst. Unforgettably bad. Cash, good shooting game. Clark County Jail, good defensive game. Horse-sized Duck is like a ridiculously good game, but we just might not remember it. This game as a whole, I don't even know what to say because I feel like I'm going to remember how bad of a loss this was. So the whole game is probably a Juancho. But individually players, let's go through them. Rob Dillingham. Well, I guess first Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles does get an inbound in this game. He's nice, but also probably just old. He gets an old. That's why this is all messed up. Let me do this. And then do this. There we go. Okay. Rob Dillingham. Get your grades in for Rob. Played 9 minutes, 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 2 of 3 shooting, and 2 of them, one of them was a 3, one of them was almost a 3. Looked a little better tonight. I think corner 3 should be his deal because I think it's still a little difficult for him to shoot, which is like not a good thing to say, but it's still hard for him to get the basketball to the hoop from anywhere outside of the corners. I didn't think he was terrible. He had a bad turnover though. I think at least 2 turnovers. I remember one that was really bad. Maybe it's just meh. I don't know. Rob is JV again. Worst tier is Glenn Taylor's lasagna. Meh. Play Rob more. I think he is getting some more minutes. I mean, I know it was only 9, but he's getting some amount of minutes now. So Rob, meh. I guess we'll just go meh. I was like kind of hopeful to give him a nice because he made some shots and I didn't feel like it was like the worst when he was out there, but he made as many shots as he had turnovers. It's not great. Maybe see some more minutes, but also we just went against all the bad teams. So we'll see. Watch. Rob will play 25 minutes against OKC and we'll be tied with a minute to go. Okay, Sabrina, I actually sort of love this comment, but also I think he's still just a little too young to be thrown off and decided on. I know everybody's trying to make a determination right now if he's a bust. Oh, I forgot our favorite game, which I saw somebody else on Twitter talk about this, and it must be one of you guys. I swear it's one of you guys that is just doing this. But somebody's like comparing Rob Dillingham to JJ McCarthy. Who do we feel better about at this exact moment? Do we feel better about Rob Dillingham or JJ McCarthy? Personally, I'd say JJ McCarthy, but I know that a lot of people are very anti him right now. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see. Start Rob, look at Reed and Houston. I mean, yeah, it works, but I think, I don't know. I haven't watched enough Reed. I shouldn't comment on Reed. I've only seen like a few minutes of him this season, but JJ McCarthy, not a fair comparison. JJ plays unlike Rob. Yeah. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. He's getting minutes now. At least he's getting some amount of minutes. That is progress. But Dillingham isn't as critical, so JJ is more worrisome, but they're both so young. And being 22 as a quarterback versus 20 as an NBA player, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Yeah, JJ still he hasn't played. I mean, I think it's been 5 now. Has it been 4 only? Yeah, 5. Yeah. I think people need to be patient with both. However, I think I see more of a future for JJ than I do Dillingham. But Dillingham's still very young. I've said this. I'm waiting. I'm sorry. I am waiting a couple more years for that. I just can't make a determination right now. Welcome to Vikings After Dark soft launch. Subscribe. We don't have a YouTube. Maybe I should have a YouTube. I don't want to go live after Vikings games. We'll see. Patience is hard for fans, but I agree. Yes. Okay. Next up. Sorry. Vikings After Dark is over. Intro is the outro. Mike Conley, our other point guard, played only 14 minutes tonight. 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. This is probably old, but I don't know if it's the same old as him. Honestly, this is why I'm like, we need 2 old tiers. Petition to start Vikings After Dark. Maybe. We'll see. We'll think about it. Not this year, obviously. If I get bored enough, we might be able to do that. Let me do it. Yeah. Mike is not it. Mike was ass. See, I know. And that's where I am with Mike too, but he's old. So I almost feel like I have to put him here and then put him here, but move it down. Because I don't think he was meh. I think he was old and bad. It wasn't like Wancho bad, but it was, I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say about Mike though. Just an incomplete team right now. I agree. Because if Mike is our main point guard, I mean Dante's our main point guard, and that's just unacceptable. You guys know I love my Dante. We'll get to Dante in a second. And Dante had some moments tonight, but the beginning of this game and several other shots and decisions he made in this game were like, whoa, buddy, like, who do you think you are? But he's just not a point guard. I like him for certain instances as offense. And I don't even necessarily mind starting the game with him. It's just the closing of games where it's like, if he's not shooting the lights out and creating enough space for Ant to create, it just doesn't work. I don't know. Anyways, let's see. Mike's just old. We're moving on. Jalen Clark only played 8 minutes. Should have been 8 minutes and 50 seconds, honestly. He had 1 point, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Again, though, I thought he played good defense. To be honest, I don't remember as many moments. I mean, when he's out there, he causes chaos. He was a -12 tonight. I think he was out there for so little that I just can't even recall anything that he did. I don't know. Love Fadina, I know. I was so ready to talk about happy things. I was excited to stream. I was like, oh, dude, I felt so terrible in that first half, and now I'm happy. This is just crazy. It is a tough loss. We needed more Clark, but also maybe he wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just misremembering. What do you guys say? What point guards on bad teams? There's none. That's the problem, Eric. Colin Sexton is available. It's just so tricky. It's just so tricky. These are the ones you remember all year. We're going to talk about this game. Like, I don't know. I'm so sick. Okay. I got to move on, and I got to do, who are we doing? Clark. I'm just going to put Clark in meh because I just don't remember anything. I think that's also fair for meh, is if you don't remember much from what they did, and by you, I mean me, I think meh is fair. We do care about him, and I wish we would have had him in those last 50, 40 seconds. Oh, replaying that is painful. I feel like I have to watch it, though, even though I hate rewatching these things, because I need to understand. I mean, I know we were just sloppy at the end of the game, but like, were we just really that careless and they just made shots when they needed to? And how are we not? It's just that last play. How are we letting Gillespie? And also, what a terrible. We had like 6 seconds to bring the ball up, and Ant's like dribbling into double teams, spinning and throwing it crazy, and then Randall just chucking a three. Oh my gosh. I mean, I think Randall saw blood and he was like, oh my gosh, I've hit a game winner in this exact spot against them before. I'm just going to try. But anyways, back to player specific. I'm sorry. This is bad. Clark, you're meh. Next up, let's talk about Dante. Dante DiVincenzo. Get your grades in for Dante DiVincenzo. He played 32 minutes. He had 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, but he was 2 of 9. Those 2 makes were from 3, 2 turnovers, 2 fouls. So, I mean, his shot makes, I felt like we're in big moments. Like he hit that 1-3 that was just like, whoa. I don't remember what that put us up to. What did that put us up to? Let me see. It was, it was to take us from 101 to 104. It was when he hit that shot, it went to 104 to 102 and we were in the lead. And that was like a big moment. But other than that, and then the other shot, I mean, there was one play, I can't remember when it was. I wish I had missed shots on here too, but he had one where he just pulled up with like 3 guys in front of him with like 22 seconds in the shot clock. And it's like, this is like, I think this was the 3rd quarter because I think it was pretty close at that time. And I'm like, this wasn't like a momentum. Like that's the kind of shot that Curry pulls when he's like hot and they're like in rhythm. And he's like, I just want to like have a dagger shot. There was no momentum. It was kind of back and forth. And he was just like, I'm just chucking this. I thought it was really bad. And honestly, I did not love this game from Dante, but 4 steals was nice. I don't know. DDV was meh. We were using him so wrong. Well, yeah, he's forced to be our point guard. Had a bad game. I don't know who this is. I've never seen this picture, and the usernames are showing up instead of names. So I'm sorry if you are a regular. But first off, amazing profile picture. That was the most painful ending. Everyone wanted tonight. I'm sick. Yeah. Oh man. You know what we're missing? Nah. We do miss Nah, especially in these Phoenix games. Feels like we need him for this. But anyways, I think it's a meh for Dante. There were some egregiously bad plays, but there were also some nicer plays. And 4 steals, I think, saves him from going, because I don't think it was Wancho. But I mean, based off of our expectations for him, I just feel like this was kind of meh. I lean lower, but there's no other tier in between meh and Wancho. So DDV is much better. I mean, I think he can be, but I don't know that he actually is, Eric. I feel like he struggles. I don't know. How do we not blame Finch? Yeah. I don't know. Dante, you're a meh tonight. Next up, Naz Reid. I don't even feel like I need to say anything. I think it's just meh. I think this was just, whoa. I clicked. I think it's a meh. He had 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He was 4 of 10. Nothing in particular really stands out to me. He was a -9. I don't know. I just don't have great feelings. I don't have terrible feelings. I think it was very meh. I think he's somewhat allowed to have a meh because he's had some multiple good games now in a row. But yeah, I don't know. Just a meh game from him. Next up, who's up? I guess we're to the starters, aren't we? Or we already did some of the starters. Here's Nah. Nah gets an A1. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, sorry, getting hiccups. Hopefully not for long. Okay. Let's do Julius Randle. Everybody get your grades in for Julius. I'm curious to see, because I saw Love Fadina saying talk about Randle, and I'm not sure if you meant that in a good way or a bad way. I'm assuming bad. I'm kind of in between, but I'm going to let you guys do the grading on this one. He played 34 minutes, had 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He was 6 of 13 shooting, 6 of 9 from the line. Did have 5 turnovers. I think, let's see here. Did he have multiple late? I don't actually know. Oh, my headphones died. I don't know why I wear the headphones when I do this, because all it does is make me yell anyways. Let me get my speakers on so I can hear the outro when I play it and feel happy again. Yeah, what did you say, Love Fadina? Randall was an ass. It was just them. Yeah, the back-to-back turnovers. Exactly. Yep. And that's the problem. He just, yeah. So yes, he had a turnover. We were up 113 to 110. Turns the ball over with 25 seconds to go. They get a 2. He turns the ball over immediately again. And then they must have missed something. It's all a blur. But oh God. And then he misses the last second shot, which I just think was crazy. Oh God, I can't believe how bad this game was, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so painful. What the H happened tonight? I don't know. Do I have bad ears? No, I don't know why I put them on. I just felt like because sometimes Ashwin joins me surprise, and if I don't have my headphones ready, then the echoing comes through because he doesn't wear headphones. It's really bad, Gerald. I can't I think I should be. I'm not mad right now, but I think it's because I'm in disbelief. It's not such crazy disbelief because it's I've seen this happen a million times. Well, maybe not a million. I'm over exaggerating, but we've all seen this happen before, where we've lost the ball, had bad turnovers at the end of games that have even cost us games like tonight. So it's not the most shocking thing in the world, but it is. I'm just numb. I can't believe this is possible. It's just so bad. You're having a garage sale tomorrow. If you were in Seattle, I would go to your garage sale. This was Randall's worst game. This was the beginning of the season last year, Randall, tonight. Yeah. I mean, I think it was mainly the end that was bad, though. I don't think that, the beginning he was getting bullied a little bit by Brooks, but I think that was a little bit more on Brooks just playing really well. I really think Brooks played well tonight. So I'm not trying to blame Julius for that. And I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought he played some physical defense at times too early, even when we weren't playing well. I felt like he was very engaged early. I remember being very angry, not to bring it up again, but very angry at Ant early game. That was just my feelings in the moment. Maybe I'm wrong, but in the moment I was very angry at Ant for just being not present. And then I was at least I remember saying in the Discord, at least Randall cares about this, or at least Randall is present right now. Obviously that changed and he got a little rattled at very rattled at the end of the game, caused us. He lost the game realistically. I can't get past it. I just can't get past it. I think he was okay. I really don't. I don't think he was Wancho. Those turnovers were so bad, though. I might be down for old. I think I'm going to do old because this is the Julius Randle and the Timberwolves of old turning the ball over multiple times with a lead in the end. I think he's old. This is old. God. Oh my gosh. We got to get through this. This is painful. Let's do something fun. Jaden McDaniels comes back. No wet willies tonight. But he was really getting under Booker's skin. Jaden played 40 minutes, had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, or 2 assists and 4 steals. Oh my gosh, we had 3 players with 4 steals tonight. What the heck? He shot 5 of 12. It wasn't that great. 0 of 5 from 3. There goes first place in 3-point shooting. Did have 4 fouls. Also, there was that play where Booker was like this. Also, there was some like a very annoying ref play in the fourth quarter. Not blaming this game on the refs, but they just had some very annoying moments where Booker was like holding him, shoving him, grabbing him, and then Ant does like this little push off, and they call it push off instead. That was frustrating. Jaden, I thought was okay, right? Jaden, horse-sized duck. He did kill Book. Offensively, I think is where I feel a little lacking here. I think he's horse-sized duck on defense, which is why I think I saw it. Sabrina, Jalen Clark County Jail. That like ruined my brain for some reason. We didn't even need a 3. Also, I don't know. I think he still had 2 seconds. I feel like he could have maybe drove or something. I don't know. Jaden's missed 3 was ass. Kept them in the game. Yeah, I mean he had multiple, and he was open for 3s too. I think we can go Clark because I do think he was on Booker all night, and Booker was 4 of 18. So I think we can go there, even with the offense not being as nice. I think offense was probably low, nice, high, meh. But I mean, because he still has some really good moments. He has some really good dishes. Like he's been passing to Rudy lately and giving Rudy some open dunks. Giving Rudy the only option to dunk is good offense. So I appreciate that. But we do this based off of expectations, and it was okay. It was fine. And yes, exactly. They missed they did miss some stuff, but he did do. Yeah, it was a terrible layup attempt too. Just like completely, like his body is just like I don't even know. He was like contorting his body like crazy. Anyways, I guess it's Clark County. Okay, who do we got left? We have Rudy and Ant and Finch. We got to make sure we do Finch tonight. Okay, first, let's do Rudy. We're going to save Ant for last. Rudy had 12 points, 12 rebounds, 6 of which happened on that one play where he missed like 5 times. Only slightly exaggerating. I think he got 3 or 4 rebounds on that play, if they counted all of those as rebounds. 4 assists. He was 5 of 10, 2 of 4 from the line. Did have 5 fouls. He had some weird fouls tonight too that I thought were kind of bad. Man, the more I talk about the refs, I'm like, maybe the refs were kind of bad tonight. I still don't think it cost us the game. I mean, you could argue it. I know that the players probably are thinking that to a degree, but it's like this is more than just the refs. I think Rudy he was kind of played off the floor in the first half. In the first half, I thought he was really bad. But I thought he showed some. He didn't have any blocks tonight, or he had 1 block. I don't know. That delay of game decided it. It weirdly did. I honestly though, I think the refs know that was a delay of game. They just didn't call it because they thought the game was over. Because it was over. Man. Rudy's lobs were the one was good. No, the one where he somehow was able to corral it and get the ball in. And then the other one was the one where he batting it up to himself a million times. Oh gosh. Yeah, Love Fadina. I haven't seen any replays of the last one. I have to see it. Because if it was, I think so. If it's Dante again, somebody said in the chat said it was Dante. And if it's Dante again, oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say. I think I don't know. I feel like was it just meh? Was it just meh for him? Rudy allowed numerous offensive rebounds, but had good moments. Nice meh. I think I'm in between. I think I'm exactly here. I think it's a J owner, right? I don't know. Everybody's names are all messed up. This is crazy. And since we lost, I'm going to bring him down. Because also, this wasn't like a super memorable game. I think this is just a meh is fine. Wolves were top 10 in free throw percentage last season. We are 21st this season. And the annoying thing is that I feel like we've been getting more too, which is annoying. Okay, it was Dante. Oh my God. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Okay. Last but not least, everybody get your grades in for Anthony Edwards. 40 minutes. He had 41 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. He was 14 at 24. That's amazing efficiency, which so much of that happened in the third quarter. 19 of his 41 points were in the third quarter. He was 7 of 8 in the third quarter, excuse me. Man, that is crazy. I just don't. 5 turnovers. Did have 5 turnovers. We need a point guard. 4 fouls. He had some kind of stupid fouls. His fouls were ones where I was like, what are we doing? But Ant threw a bad inbound pass. I don't even remember who was doing the last one. Nice. He had a nice game, but he blew an HSD effort at the end. I do think this was probably an HSD game just based off of the third quarter alone. I mean, he brought us back from, we were down almost 20 at one point. What were we down? They had an 18-point lead with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And then the third quarter, at the end of the third quarter, we were up by, I don't even remember. But we won the third quarter 33-19. He scored as many points as the Suns scored. He gets nice, and that's being generous. Ant Cash dragged us into this game almost single-handedly, but that last minute was awful for everyone. I'm not putting the last minute on Ant. That was that's a team effort. Team effort, ref effort, everything. But meh plus HSD. Nice being generous with a 40. Man. Ant gives you that stat line every night. He can give you that stat line every night. You are winning most of the time. Yeah, up to it. I think I'm in. Here's where I am. I'm in between Cash and Nice. I know this is a hotly contested point, apparently, but I think the first half, regardless of stats, I thought he was really, really bad. Tonight, it felt like he was not engaged to me. Maybe he was. Maybe I'm just completely misreading this, and he was. Again, maybe like I see Love Fadina, you're saying like he was hitting open players and they're just missing shots. Maybe that's what it was, and maybe I just have, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not looking at it right. But the third quarter obviously was A1. Honestly, the third quarter probably is A1. I think I'm going to remember that third quarter. Fourth quarter was like a nice. So it's like, where do I put that? It's in between Cash and Nice. And if we're in between, if we win, I go up. If we're bad, we go down. I think I'm going to go Nice. It's probably like the nicest nice game of all time, but we lost. And he was a part of the loss, both because of the first half, in my opinion, and because of the team effort there late in the fourth. That's a leadership thing. I'd probably still put more of that on Finch, which we'll get to in a second, but I don't know. If he hit the free throws, I think Cash is probably that kind of did, because I was a little closer to leaning Cash, and then I remember that, and I was like, what a great coach. I don't think I have all season. In the first, before his injury, I remember, maybe I wasn't saying it on stream, but I recall him taking another step and looking like a superstar because he was very locked in and very engaged a lot. But ever since his injury, there's been like 1 or 2 games, this being one of them, where he does perform. This was different though, because I just don't think it was the first half. I don't know. Ant's playmaking was average, but see, this is where I have to like Love Fadina saying, like, if he's hitting open people and they're just missing shots, then that's not him. But at the same time, I don't know. I think there's just like a body language thing there where it's not like, I don't know. I thought like if I really had to get hyper specific, his body language for the first 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes was great. And then the body language after that was not good until the third quarter. There was like another moment in the second quarter where he kind of had like a little burst, but that was it. I don't know. Nice is generous. Yeah, see, we're all over the place on this. I think 40 points, almost regardless of how bad you are, deserves nice. um, and I don't think that he was below nice. I think he was at least a nice. The third quarter is, I mean, it's otherworldly stuff he's doing in that third quarter. Like that is superstar stuff. But does Ant have another kid on the way? I have no clue. I've stopped paying attention. Can't ignore 5 turnovers. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I think we're staying with nice tonight, though. And then everybody get your grades in for Finch. I want to see what everybody says about Finch tonight. I have a grade in my head. Terrible start to the game. We were down. I mean, like I said, we were down by 18 in the second quarter against the Suns. Now, I will give a little bit of not credit, but in terms of grading credit, like the Suns, I think everybody thinks of as a bad team because they don't have KD. They traded and now they just have Booker, and it's kind of weird, like mismatched team. Green is not even playing, and weird stuff. But they've played really well, as Jim Pete was saying. Like they lost their first like few games, and then they've gone on a pretty good run. So they're a decent team. Also, this is a home game for them, but still, I think this was a pretty bad game. I think I'm putting him as Wancho. Finch has been Wancho this season. Wancho. I do think it was Wancho. This is where I have been, maybe, I don't know that I would classify myself as defending Finch. But I think coaching sometimes takes time. And I know that people were very mad at him, with certain iterations of rosters that, like I felt like we had to give him a chance. I'm still not calling for him to get fired, and maybe that's wrong too. But I think this game will be telling, and I want to see where we go from here, because this has been it's crazy because we're what are we now? 10-6? We're 10-6. Again, oh my gosh. So we've won 10 games against teams under 500, and we've lost. All of our losses are against teams over 500. That's alarming. And if this doesn't turn around immediately, I mean, like Dystopian Utopia was saying at the very beginning, it's like, okay, how many more excuses? I think they were talking to me. Maybe they were talking to chat. I don't know. How many more excuses are you going to give this team that it's still early in the season? I mean, it's not. I mean, it's early in the season, but like, we're at a time now. I said from the get-go, like once we get to 15, 16, 20 games, that's where it's like, okay, you know what you are. We kind of know what we are. So we have to figure it out. I know Ant was injured for a few games, but it really wasn't that long. It's time to figure it out and turn around. You've still got some pretty easy games coming up here. Like you don't have the hardest schedule. But yeah, he's Wancho. It's just no doubt. So we play the Kings on Monday. God, thank God. Kings are 3-13. I didn't realize they were that bad. Oh my God. Kings are 3-13. And then we play the Thunder. And guys, the Thunder, I think they're going to dominate us. We're just nowhere near that level of play. They're 16-1. We're going to play the Celtics. Fully expect the Celtics, Josh Minot, and Luka Garza to dominate us. The Spurs, I think Wemby's out for that game, but the Spurs are a really good team too. This is tough, but it's an easy Wancho. There's your tier list for a night I hope we forget very soon. Holy cow. Well, I already went over the schedule a little bit. That was a rough game. I still can't even believe it because since I've been streaming now, it's like I haven't had time to like mentally process what I just watched. Oh my gosh. So bad. You need a point guard. I think this is my hot take. Do we still have this anymore? This is Ashwin's Arby's. We have the meats prediction. I will do it for you. We need a point guard. We need to trade for a point guard. And I don't know who's available. Honestly, the players that are available are either too expensive, I think, or they're just not the right exact fit. But the players that I think of when I'm looking at this, so I mean, the Blazers are 6-9, and they have a very old Drew Holiday. I'm not saying I love it, but he's a point guard. It's something you could possibly do. I don't know what you trade for him, and I honestly I don't even know how he's played this season. So this is kind of blind. I've only been watching the Wolves games, so he might be terrible. I don't know. Let me look at his stats here. He's also out and injured right now, but he played pretty. He's been playing pretty well for them this season. So maybe when he's not hurt, he'll be good. Would not mind Drew Holiday. Next up, Kyrie. I want Kyrie. Dallas is 5-12. I don't know what we're gonna give Dallas in that situation, and also Kyrie is just not gonna be back anytime soon. And they've announced that they don't want to trade him, and that he might not even want to do anything because of non-basketball reasons or something weird, probably taxes. The next option, which I've talked about, and I'd like to take credit as one of the first people this season to talk about this. Again, I don't even know that it's a good deal, but I feel like it's a possibility, is James Harden, who is on the Clippers, and they're 4-11. The Thunder own the Clippers pick this year, and James Harden is single-handedly trying to hold that team together. I don't know what we give up for him, but maybe we can trade some young players and Nas, or I don't even like talking about trading these guys, but we need to be better. We're in a window right now. You got to make something happen, and I don't know what that is. But you're 10-6, so I don't want to overreact too much. But still, like, we are definitely, like, the good news here is that the West right now, anyways, there's a very clear, like, top 7, maybe 8 teams, and then there's there's 7 teams that are 4 or more games above 500, and then the Warriors are like 500, and then the Blazers and everybody else are 3 games or more below 500. So there's like a pretty wide divide. I mean, it's so early in the season, but still, there's a little bit of divide. I can change in a heartbeat, but right now you're still in the top. I mean, you're at the bottom of the top, but you're somewhat comfortably there. I mean, I would not consider us comfortable right now, and it's just too early to talk about that. But I mean, who else can we even go for in the East? Like, what bad teams are in the East? I mean, the Pacers are 2-14, but like all their players are injured, and I don't know who we're taking from the Pacers. They don't really have like a point guard. I mean, McConnell would actually be incredible, but I just don't think, I don't know what his contract situation is. I don't know. I should pull that up actually, because I haven't really entertained that in a while. Because there was a time where I was like, "Ooh, I want that." TJ McConnell, wow, he's on a kind of a long contract. He's on a 4-year deal right now, in year 1 of a 4-year deal. Team option is the 4th. TJ McConnell would be nice. Spurs give us Fox. Yeah, I mean, I think that they're playing too well. They're not going to give that up, I don't think. I mean, the Wizards, they don't really have a point guard that we could use. They have young point guards. They're not going to trade young players. The Celtics, Derek White's not enough of a point guard for me. Peyton Pritchard's not enough of a point guard for me. There's not really anybody there. I like those players, but I don't think they're the right players for us. That's basically like I mean, he's not Dante. They're better shooters, but like, I don't know. Kobe White from the Bulls. Yeah, but the Bulls are like okay. I don't think they're going to be, I mean, they've been less good recently, but just, again, what do we have to give up to get somebody like that? I like him, but I want Darius Garland, but I don't think that's going to happen. And other than that, I just there's not really LaMelo Ball. I don't know. I can't even listen to my music before I go to bed, bro. I'm depressed right now. I'm gonna play video games after this so that I can take my mind completely off of this. I need to like fully engage in like Call of Duty or some kind of like other game that is just kind of because like I like to play sometimes city building games, and that can really take my mind off a lot of things. I think I need to do that. Lonzo type would be fun too, but as we all know, I don't know what team he plays for. I don't know. It's just such a mess right now. I don't even know what to say anymore, guys. But I already kind of set our schedule, but I'll bring it up again. We play Monday. Monday and Wednesday, both away games. Monday is a late game because it's in Sacramento. And then Wednesday is at OKC. I don't love the look of the schedule for us coming up. We do have 2 games against the Pelicans, but I don't know. Pelicans are like a little weird. This is on Finch too. He put Dante in the same position as the Lakers game. Exactly, Cole. This is so bad. Jordan McLaughlin. Jordan McLaughlin would actually not be terrible. Also, I've heard some complaints about Tyus too. I saw some article on Twitter that was like the Tyus Jones problem or something like that. And I was like, oh, I haven't heard about him in forever. Anyways. Yeah, I feel like I absorb stuff that's not basketball ready to get my mind off of this. Yeah, that's what I have to do. I just have to. And it's that time. So anyways, I'm going to get Ashwin's Arby's take out of here. I think that's it. Well, I appreciate you all for tuning in. If you haven't already liked the stream, I don't think we got to 50 likes. Let me just double check here. We got to 32. We were close. Guys, you gotta start liking the stream earlier to make it seem more possible because you got to get into the psyche of like the casual viewer here. I know all of you guys in chat are like super diehard WAD squad people, but you got to like it immediately because some casuals, sorry casuals, but some casuals will see, oh, it's kind of close. You know what? Sure, I'll throw a like on the stream. So you got to make sure and even like it beforehand. Actually, I would love if you guys like the stream beforehand because then you don't have to think about it during. You've already done it. And then it pushes it out to more people to get more likes on the stream so that we can do giveaways. Because I want to do some ticket giveaways. I want to do some merch giveaways. I want to do all this stuff. But the stream has to succeed for that to happen. Speaking of the stream succeeding, Crone, again, thank you for your 5 gifted earlier and your $10 super chat. Single-handedly keeping me employed. Just kidding. No, but single-handedly keeping the stream going. I do appreciate that. All of this goes towards giveaways and it goes towards paying the bills that it costs to stream. So I appreciate that. Shout out Crone. Shout out all of you guys that are members as well. We have a ton of members that are probably gifted a lot by Crone, but also so many of you guys keep your membership after that. I really do appreciate that. That does help a lot. So yeah, and if you haven't already, we're getting close to getting to the subscriber goal. Let me see. We are 3 subscribers away from 2,600. So if you haven't, hit that subscribe button on your way out. If we get to 2,600 subscribers before next stream, we'll do a giveaway on Monday night late after the Kings game. Okay? But we got to get to 2,600 subscribers. So yeah. And actually, this is the big thing. At least Ant's out of his funk. For real. His shot did look better eventually tonight. So cool. Anyways, appreciate you all. Like the stream, subscribe to the stream. Might throw an ad in the next stream, but it's not really an ad. I'm not getting sponsored. It's just like a referral code. We'll see. I don't even know if I want to do anything like that. I mean, I sort of do and I sort of don't. I don't know. We'll see. I'm undecided. Anyways, 52 wins, still possible. Intro is the outro. HSD, even in losses, in the chat. I will see you guys Monday night. Have fun watching football. I will. I'm watching for fantasy. See you on Monday.
Is it back?
Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the World Championship.
Edwards. They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.